Hi guys, what's up? Zach here. We are back with the F1 2013 career mode. Two more races to go after this. This is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, then we got America and then Brazil to finish off the season. But I think there was a bit of a problem with yesterday's video. I think the audio's a little bit out of sync towards the end of the video. I don't know what happened there, but a bit of a weird one there. I can't really pin down what was the problem with that, you know, the audio syncing that, but hopefully it's alright for this video. Let me know if it isn't, because I need to really look into it if it isn't alright in this one. But anyway, we're starting 6th place on the grid in our Force India. We've got to really hope that Nico Rosberg doesn't get the best of starts so we can jump him, because there are 11 points between me and him in the championship, and if I beat him I will be able to possibly get the Mercedes seat for next year, which is obviously a race winning car. So we're looking towards that. However, Rosberg or Hamilton, neither of them I should say, are in the championship hunt. It's between Alonso and Vettel, and really they aren't really anywhere near them. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there up the front. But we're going to the grid here in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We're going to follow the strategy hopefully this time, not make some stupid mistakes like we have in recent videos, but who knows. We're going to have to be aggressive down into turn 1, also down to turn 2, 3, 4, the first complex, the first couple of corners of the laps I should say. We're going to really need to push, otherwise we're not going to have a very good chance. So going on to the grid here, loading on, Vettel on pole from Rosberg, Hamilton, Alonso, and then I'm down there in 6th position. I think Webber is the car in 5th. Toro Rosso down there in the back with Paul di Resta. There you go, Webber to our right hand side, Alonso, Hamilton, cars in front. Can we get this done into turn 1? Can we get the move on Rosberg done? Put the fuel in, not the fuel, the brakes into front, and Rosberg does get a good start, but nothing amazing. He's probably going to be pinched onto the corner. We're a bit aggressive down to turn 1, slight contact with Alonso, Vettel and Rosberg running side by side in front. There's contact, slight contact with Rosberg and Vettel. Now, can we go onto a charge here? Can we get past Vettel and maybe up into first position? They break really early, down the inside of both of them, into the lead ever so slightly. Rosberg was pinched on the apex there, and we're up into first position. I told you I had to be aggressive on the first lap and the first couple of corners, and it's exactly what I did. I need to beat Rosberg in this race, and this is pretty much the only way I'm going to beat him, is by getting into the lead at some point. So a bit aggressive into turn 1, as I think there was a little bit of contact with Alonso, but nothing too big, so that's alright. Oh, there's contact behind, I think. Is that Vettel smashing off his front wing on the back of Rosberg? It possibly could have been there. I don't think there's any damage to Rosberg's car, but Rosberg's gone for a move down the inside. Can we make it stick? Can we go around the outside here? That's going to be a big thing. Can we do it? We're going to try it. We're going to try it around the outside of Rosberg. We've done it. Rosberg has conceded position, and now I'm back up into first position. Exactly what I wanted. Rosberg has dropped back on the mini-map. He's been pinched onto the apex back there. Raikkonen now up into 3rd position. I think Rosberg may be down to 5th position there, so no idea what happened to him there. Vettel up into 2nd position. And Rosberg is dropping back all the time. I don't know what happened to Rosberg there. I think because for some reason when the AI try to go for an inside manoeuvre, they go really slowly for the next couple of corners. So that's unfortunate for Rosberg, because he tried to move on me, but I've got him back around the outside. And I knew that sort of thing would happen to the AI. If I sort of got him on the apex, he'd just suddenly stop. So, you know, that's Rosberg. Dropped down the order into 5th. Now I've got a challenge from Vettel for the rest of this race. It's going to be very hard to keep him behind me, but he has got some slight front wing damage. He might be able to, well, he might lose time, I should say. I'm not 100% sure whether he will lose that much time. Throw the car into the corners there, try and make sure I don't slide it too much. Ooh, completely missing the apex there, and now running down this long straight. The thing is, you can make mistakes down this long straight. That's the thing. We saw Vettel nearly run into Ricciardo down this straight under a safety car, which is one of the most bizarre instances I think we've ever seen in Formula 1. Actually, maybe not. Maybe just say last year, one of the most bizarre instances. Not in the whole of F1. There have been many bizarre instances, but Vettel nearly crashing in a straight line into the back of his teammate for next year, Daniel Ricciardo. Don't think we'd have really expected that from Vettel, the person that had won 2 championships at that point. Obviously Vettel now onto his 4th championship. Obviously this time last year, well in the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix I should say, last year he was still sort of he was still looking kind of unlikely that he was going to easily wrap it up. I mean, Alonso was fighting to the end, and Alonso beat him in Abu Dhabi last year if I remember correctly. But that Ferrari at the end of the last year wasn't very up to speed, so that, you know, you can say that Alonso deserved last year's championship or whatever, but the team obviously didn't have the development that they needed to keep it going. I mean, they had some really, I think in the middle of the season they were just absolutely mega last year. Ferrari wrapped up a couple of wins in the middle part of the year, but they couldn't keep their development going, and Red Bull did, and Vettel won the championship. I mean, I don't mind if it, I really don't care who wins the championship, to be perfectly honest. I just really want it to go to the last race, and that's what it did, which is good. And Alonso very nearly won the title. Now I've got to tell you, in qualifying 1, first qualifying session, I was really fast. I was 3 seconds faster than Vettel. I don't know why, I don't know what was happening, but for some reason I was 3 seconds faster than Vettel and the rest of the field. That really surprised me while I was racing around. I was a bit bemused about what happened there, but I just kept going. In Q2 I was still fastest, in Q3 everyone got out the, everyone just got out their max performance, and I'm just falling behind into 6th, but I now have got into the lead. I forgot to look in the last episode as well who was the person that retired, and I'm sorry about that, because I always look in the middle of the races and I just forgot for that time. But only 2 more races after this. We got America next, which I'm not very fond of. I'm going to have to hope for a bit of good fortune in that race to really get anywhere, but yeah, that's next. And then the final race of the season in Brazil. That's always an absolutely crazy one. Remember the 2012 Brazilian Grand Prix, Hulkenberg leading Force India. Absolutely crazy stuff. And it's crazy what Hulkenberg can do in a race car. Winning many, you know, series. He won GP2, and I think he's won like Formula BMW and Formula 3. He's a mega star, and it's just unfortunate that he's had to switch around the team every year. He hasn't stayed for a team for more than 1 year as a race driver. He's been at Force India for 2, 1 as a test driver. It seems to be that last sector where I do seem to lose most of my time. See out there, they're just really slow. Vettel, Raikkonen and the rest are really just not getting that drive out of that corner, which is unfortunate for them. We're pitting lap 6. So I could see a car in a pit lane to my left on the mini-map down there. I could just see a car into the pit lane. Not doing too badly actually. I'm not like under major threat from Raikkonen. Actually, Raikkonen's just got past Vettel there. That must have been under a DRS. That's probably why they've all bunched up a bit. But it seems the last sector is the one where I do lose most of my time. And I'm going to be looking at the contract offers for next year. I hope I get some good ones. I mean, hopefully I get Mercedes. That's going to be the big one for me. I could get maybe a Ferrari, Red Bull, or I don't really know. As long as I think... I'll take any team really, to be perfectly honest, but I just want to make sure I pick the best team for me, because I know certain teams like Mercedes and Red Bull have high tyre wear, and somebody leaving a comment on my video saying don't go to Red Bull because their tyre wear is humongous, and for me that would be just a disaster, because you know my tyre wear as a driver is bad. If you add that onto bad tyre wear in the car, it's going to be quite astronomically bad. But we'll see. You can see the rest are down there. I think that's probably about 12th, 13th position he's battling for. Tyre's gone off, just managed to get back on the track there in front of Raikkonen. Raikkonen looking for a move down the inside, then just didn't have the space to do so. I actually went go-karting yesterday, because you're going to be watching this on Sunday. I went go-karting, and I don't know whether you guys would want to see a video on that. I would kind of like to do a sort of like highlights reel of some of the good stuff in there, but I don't know whether you'd want to see that, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I do upload the races to that Afro Life if you want to go and see them. That's always linked in the description, as well as my other channels. But if you want to see that in like a highlights video with my commentary over it, just let me know. Hopefully you enjoyed the ultimate setup that I uploaded earlier on today. That was a big thanks to Ewan Cunningham or Easy Racing for letting me do that. Each year, well, last year I helped Tia McMarlick, and obviously this year his channel's just gone absolutely crazy, which is really nice to see. So I thought I'd help out somebody else, which this year's Ewan Cunningham, and then next year I'll probably help out somebody different. So overall I'm just trying to help out some people in terms of that. I mean, I do try my best to help out as many other channels as possible. I'm sort of thinking about doing some sort of, I don't know. I want to help promote, help promote other channels. But I think if you promote loads of channels, then it just sort of becomes sort of, people don't end up subscribing. So I think I'll do my best to pick out the channels I really think do deserve, the shout outs, etc. And I'll probably end up doing something, but I've just got to I've got to wrap my head around what I want to do. Rosberg up into P4 again. The tyres have just gone. Tyres are gone. They're just destroyed. Yes, now I need to pit stop. Stop telling me, please, team. Raikkonen using all his revs. Right, let's put it into lean and we'll get a bit of extra fuel. I don't think he's going to get me under DRS. Oh, actually maybe he is. What the? Now that isn't legit. No. Why is he was going off the track to try and get past me there. That was just crazy how fast he was in a straight line. I heard a saying, I think it was in, somebody said it in F1 commentary once, but you want to win the race by the smallest margin possible, because you don't want to obviously take that many risks. So that's what I'm going to try and do here, win this race by the smallest margin. What? What on earth happened here? Webber just took me out. I'm sorry, I'm not taking that. We're not going to let that just happen. Watch it from my point of view. What the? Webber just drove off into the grass. Oh, Rosberg lost his front wing there. That was just crazy how just suddenly the fuel, no, not the fuel, the tyres just dropped off there. That was just crazy. We're right off behind Raikkonen, so he obviously got held up a little bit through that. Please let Raikkonen come out behind someone. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? Oh, no, no, no. Come on, we can do this. pretty much our only chance here is to get past Raikkonen here. And I think we're going to have to go for a late braking manoeuvre. Oh. Oh, it's side by side. I sort of had to miss the corner a little bit, but wow, that was crazy. Absolutely crazy there. We run so close there, which was really nice to see, but I'm a bit annoyed to take the skate road there. I think I left my braking just a tad too late. Where will we come out? And Hamilton has jumped us in the pits. I don't know why they're so slow into here. Time for the manoeuvre. Wow, that's been a couple of crazy laps there, but I'm happy that we got back into the lead with like decent overtakes. The one on Raikkonen was a bit iffy because I ran a little bit deep into the corner, but please, I don't want to do that with my tyres. I don't want to be drifting it around corners. Come on, Hamilton and Raikkonen, let's go. This is going to be a really nice race to the end here. The fastest lap of the race there as well to me. Bit of flying through there. We're going to be running in fast just until about lap 11, and then we're going to go into fuel conservation. So we've got fastest lap. Now Hamilton and Raikkonen have dropped back. It's definitely the first sector and the second sector where I gain most of my time. And then the third sector is the one where I really do lose my time. So yeah, that's that. Oh, that was a bit too optimistic. Going into the corner a bit too early. It's really annoying in Abu Dhabi. You don't know where the line is coming out of that corner, so you can sometimes just run into the marbles. I'm sure if you're a real F1 driver you do know, but for me I just can't really ever work out which is the best line through here. They're all starting to spread out behind. The rest are actually gaining some time through that pit stop stage, which is good. Because he's closed right up to the back of a group of cars, which he wasn't by for most of the time, so it's good to see. The rest are pulling in some good laps, and that should put him in good stead for some, at least a point or two. Yes, another fastest lap. Hamilton trying to close the gap there. He's on full revs. Doubt we can really do much unless Raikkonen starts to charge up behind and maybe gets the DRS on Hamilton. That could be interesting to see. Right, let's go into fuel. Well, let's just go in management mode, not conservation just yet. Right, so this is it. Going into the last 4 laps of the race. Can we do this, or can we just drop it at the final hurdle? I don't know. Whatever already happens here, I drove probably one of my better races. Another fastest lap. I think we just pulled away from Hamilton on that lap. Hamilton might have clinched it, I don't really know. Oh, we did get it. Good last sector there, I thought. That's probably one of our better laps. Actually, it's the first sector. They gain quite a lot in the first sector, but it's the middle sector where they really are slow. Just save a little bit of curves just in case I'll need it at some point in this lap. Hamilton's starting to close on me here. He'll probably be in DRS zone at some point on this lap. Sorry, next lap I should say. Yeah, this lap a lot slower. Start having to take more of the curbs. Whew, this has been a very good race. We've only got 3 laps to go, as we cross the line. Yeah, that wasn't too good, was it? 1.3 seconds lost on the previous time. So yeah, we're coming towards the end of season 1. It's been a really good season. I've enjoyed good racing and good battles throughout. I mean, a huge amount of support on this series as well. Makes me really want to get onto season 2 now and start doing some really fun videos. 50% as well. I'm still not sure whether 50% be full races or whether it will be highlights. I'm not sure. I might post a full race and then see what's up. I'll see what's up and see what people think, or you guys think I should say. Right, so we're going to do a tricky strategy towards this end of this race. We're going to be running lean fuel mixture in the last and first sector, and we use the fast fuel mixture down the straight. This will be to really try and counteract DRS that Hamilton will be having. Right, lean fuel mixture, because they can't really overtake in sectors 1 and 3, so it's yeah, so pretty much this is just a strategy to save a bit of fuel so we can run fast down the straights. With 2 laps to go, it's going to be quite key because he's going to be getting DRS, so obviously our pace is going to start falling off. I don't really care about my pace now. All I care about is making sure that Hamilton doesn't get past me. Look at the gaps between like all the cars. They were like 2.5 seconds. Like all of them were. Going too fast for the straights. I'll just make sure that I might have that to my side just to make sure that the fuel doesn't go to -1. Now this straight's a little bit shorter, so it shouldn't be as hard to defend. Oh, I ain't got that corner I need to. I'm never going to get that right, am I? Right, 1 lap to go. Dresta has fallen back quite a bit now. Maybe he just hadn't pitted. I don't know. Maybe he went for the 2-stop, or maybe he just hasn't had that pace in the last part of the race. So I suspect Raikkonen's going to come up to the back of us. Looks like Rosberg has dropped a couple of positions. I don't think he's going to make it around the outside, to be honest. And we'll just slow it down and run him out of room on the outside. And Raikkonen's got him. Kimi Raikkonen up into 2nd position after Hamilton runs wide off. Obviously, not exactly giving him all the room. But then why should I? Well, actually, I should give him some space, but I don't need to be too lenient there. And right, so 2 straights, pretty much of full blast, as this is going to be a very interesting end to this race, with a couple of corners to go that could decide it. This is one of them. Take them as slow as possible, just so they can't get a good run out on me. Rosberg's dropped down the order here quite a bit. Yes, we didn't get the marbles on the tyres because we didn't want those marbles going into this complex of corners. That would have been terrible. I think putting it on lean might also help with wheel spin. I'm not sure. It might not. I don't know. Probably doesn't. Well, Hamilton's got back past Raikkonen. I don't know whether I already said that, but he did a couple of corners back. Don't know what's happened to Rosberg. He seems to have dropped positions at the end of this race. Put it into fast fuel mixtures as we come across the line. Any second now. Final corner. And up to the line to win our 2nd race of the year. Yes, exactly what I wanted. We ended up getting a couple of cars behind us in a nice little queue, but Rosberg finishing 6th with my teammate De Resta coming home 10th. Really good race. That was really fun. That was probably my best race in terms of enjoyment and just overall racing I've had. I think I nabbed the fastest lap as well, so that's good. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll look at the standings now, up into 4th. I just wanted to be ahead of Rosberg, and that's where we are now. Oh damn, I forgot to look at the constructors, but thanks for watching guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll see you all soon for another video. It's been Alex and Mad here. Goodbye.